Hello again, friends, and welcome back to MSPN's coverage of Marble Fubeca. I am Ricochet, welcoming you to this brand new tournament video here. As you see our course on your screen, rather short course, a lot of funnels involved in this two-team race. Head-to-head in this tournament, 16 teams, as always. You see some of their supporters in the stands for today's matchups. Very short race, though, as you see in the team statistics on the left side for 2019, Russia, Brazil, England. Right now in the podium spots. And you look at the field for today's tournament. It's Indonesia, Italy, Turkey, and Brazil. And then the United States, Nigeria making an appearance, Russia, and the Ivory Coast, and that's Vietnam, Colombia, Cameroon, and Mexico. And the Netherlands, Ghana, Spain, and India. First matchup today will be Indonesia against Italy. As you have one more look at the courses, they're about to get started. A very quick start look like there for Indonesia. They make their way around the winding part of the course and now into the funnels immediately. It's a short course. Shouldn't take more than 30-40 seconds for these courses to get by. Closest to us on the screen is Italy, and they're into their final funnel. Indonesia needs to hurry up, otherwise they're going to end up in some trouble. Here comes Italy, and they will win it with a time of 21:05. As Indonesia will come across with a time of 26 seconds even. But they are eliminated, and it is Italy moving on. Now Spain against India, and off they go again. Almost dead even headed to the funnels. Quick one there for Spain. They're into the second funnel. India needs to hurry up. They're in some trouble. Spain has one more funnel to fall through. They will, and they will advance. A very quick time, 17:10, just ahead of 21:11 for India. A 4-second win, and Spain is moving on to the quarterfinals, and now it's Russia against, that is the Ivory Coast, who has very rarely made appearances in our tournament videos, but they are here today. Glad to have them. They take on Russia, and they come out a little bit slow heading into the funnels. Russia down to their second funnel, and with a commanding lead right now. Here comes the Ivory Coast. They're into their second funnel. Russia down to the final funnel now. Good size lead. Ivory Coast is not going to come up enough, as they are going to slowly make their way down. Got through that final funnel pretty quickly, but a time of 18:06 is too good for Russia, as they're going to move on and defeat the Ivory Coast. Back to the other side of the bracket, it's Vietnam and Colombia. Vietnam is on the left side, Colombia on the right. Very similar looking marbles in terms of their color schemes, but what you need to know is that it's Colombia on the left, Vietnam on the right. And right now Vietnam with a short lead, and that's now Colombia who takes the lead. One more funnel to go. Slowly moving is Vietnam. They're in some trouble here, down to the bottom, and taking the win is Colombia. With a time of 20:21, Vietnam will finish at 25:19. Colombia moves on to the quarterfinals. And now it's Turkey against Brazil. And their cheering sections are situated right next to each other. Makes for a fun atmosphere in the stands. And Brazil comes out just ahead. Through funnel number 1, the lead belongs, maybe to nobody. That was almost dead even. Let's see if they can equal again. This time Brazil comes out a little bit ahead, and they get very quickly through the final funnel to take the win. 17 seconds flat for Brazil, and still a respectable time of 21:13, but not enough for Turkey, as Brazil is moving on. Here is Ghana against the Netherlands, and their cheering sections are next to each other for this first round matchup. Into the funnels they go, and out of the first funnel with the lead is Ghana. Into their second funnel. The Netherlands still struggling in the first funnel, giving a large advantage right now to Ghana, who's down into their final funnel. Good move to make a comeback for the Netherlands, but once again, the team on the left side is going to take the win. Ghana with a time of 22:24. Surprising to see as the United States and Nigeria will get ready. There's Nigeria, and there's the U.S. One distinction apart. Very dark colors in this matchup. The United States has struggled a bit in their last couple of matchups. They get very quickly through the first funnel. Building a lead over Nigeria, who's into their second funnel. Now Nigeria is going to take the lead just ahead of the United States. They're very close, headed to the final funnel. Who's going to get through first? The answer is Nigeria, and they're going to come to the finish and once again take out the United States early. 21-24, the winning time for Nigeria, as the U.S. continues to struggle in these tournaments recently. This is Cameroon against Mexico. Mexico on the left, Cameroon on the right. More classic green for Mexico, and that is a more mint shade of green for Cameroon. They're both in the second funnel. They're both very close to getting out. Now Cameroon takes the lead. They're into their final funnel. Let's see if Mexico can come back on them. Everybody's circling around. They're dead even, and the win is going to go by 0.02 of a second to Cameroon. Very close, as they came out of the final funnels almost at identical times, and Cameroon had enough speed to take out Mexico and grab that final spot in the quarterfinals. And now we're into our first matchup of the second round. It's Italy against Brazil, and Italy is through their first funnel first. Took out Indonesia in the first round, trying to do the same against a popular team in Brazil. Down to their final funnel, circling it around. They're going to win this one easily. Another easy win for Italy. They have dominated so far in the first two rounds. They win this one by just over 4 seconds. And they're on to the semifinals. Good showing so far by Italy. And now Spain against Ghana. And it is a little bit of a lead for Spain. However, that portion of the track really doesn't seem to be that important. It's all about the funnels. Right now, the lead belongs to Spain. They got to that funnel first. But look at Ghana on the left side circling. So is Spain. Spain gets out first. Now they're both down to the last one. Ghana circling all around. They're going to get the lead and the win. Passing them at the last moment, and Ghana with a time of 22-23. Good enough for just under a 4-second win over Spain. So a come-from-behind win there for Ghana. They're into the semifinals. And now it is Russia against Nigeria. Nigeria took out the United States. Russia defeating the Ivory Coast. And they make their ways now. Nigeria hold a significant lead there, but now they're going to be passed up by Russia in the first funnel. Both down to the second. Who will get to the third? It's going to be Russia in the lead. Nigeria circling around, but here comes Russia to the final funnel. They're very close, but it's going to be a win by 0.04 of a second, belonging to Russia with a time of 19:10 to 19:14. Russia grabs the third semifinal spot. Now it's Cameroon against Colombia for the final spot in our group of 4. And with the lead was Colombia getting into the funnels. But Cameroon's going to grab the lead. They're all the way down to the final funnel. Very quick second funnel. Now they're both in the final funnel. Who gets through first? Cameroon takes the final spot in the semis with a time of a lucky 17-17, ahead of 22 even for Colombia. So give the win to Cameroon. And now our semifinal matchups. Italy against Russia will begin it, with a spot in the championship for the winner, a spot in the third place consolation game. Look at that great camera angle as we begin this matchup. Looks pretty even there. And high above this stadium view. Italy into the second funnel. They've got the lead. Now let's see what Russia can do. Italy circling around, trying to get to the final funnel. Look at Russia on the right side. They're almost dead even. Russia takes a big lead and takes the win. 20 seconds. 20:09, just ahead of 25:05 for Italy, as Russia is into the championship matchup, and Italy will play for third place. They will get the loser of Ghana and Cameroon. And again, we get that great look. And off they go, coming right at you. Ghana is on the left side, and they're slow getting out of the gates, but they're going to get through the funnel first. The funnel work is so important for these teams. Ghana circling it. They will take the lead to the final funnel, circling all around. They're going to get the win. Ghana is into the semifinals. And Cameroon will have to take on Italy for third place. I'm sorry, I said Ghana was in the semifinals. What I meant to say is that they're in the championship round now. But first we will get that matchup between Italy and Cameroon. And that is for a spot on the podium. So here we go for third place. And a chance to stand on the podium with our champion and runner-up. This is Italy and Cameroon. Italy on the left, Cameroon on the right. And off they go, making their way towards the funnels. Looks like Cameroon may have been there just a second earlier. Italy, though, is into the second funnel first. We'll see who makes their way into the final funnel. It's going to be Italy just slightly ahead of Cameroon. Italy circling all around. Cameroon having a hard time getting out of number 2. On to the third, and there goes Italy for third place and the win in this matchup. So congratulations to Italy as they will get a place on the podium, but now all eyes are turning towards the little country that could in Ghana against the powerhouse that is Russia. This matchup, a little bit different. We're going to have all 3 team members get through. Look at them quickly making their way through. Right now, Ghana has 1 down. Ghana only has 1 in the second funnel. They are in the lead right now. Down toward the final funnel are the final 2 for Ghana. 1 is through. There are 2 of the Russians. It's going to come down to the last one. Ghana gets the win. 23:05. 2 seconds even ahead of Russia. And that difference maker, putting 3 marbles in the final, really made that more interesting and a bit more chaotic at the end. So third place goes to Italy. Second place to Russia. Ghana gets the championship win, as they were able to push their first marble through first and then finish up with the last 2 just ahead of Russia as they get that win by 2 seconds even. That's enough to do it, and that will do it for us. And until next time, I'm Ricochet, and thanks for watching MSPN's coverage of Marble Fubeca.